everyone, and welcome back to Learn English Hub. We are so happy you chose to spend your time with us today. It is always a pleasure to help you learn English.
Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel, and I'm here with my wonderful friend, Emma. We have a very relaxed and friendly lesson for you today.
Thank you, Daniel. I'm very excited about today's topic. It is a beautiful day, and learning English is a perfect way to spend it. Our goal is to make English simple and easy for you.
That is exactly right, Emma. Today, we are going to look at 3 very small words. These words are very short, but they are used in almost every English sentence. I think every student knows them, but using them correctly can be tricky.
Yes, they can be a little tricky. We're talking about the words a, an, and the. In English grammar, we call these words articles. But you do not need to remember the grammar name. You just need to know how to use them. It is like learning to ride a bicycle. Once you understand how it works, it becomes completely natural.
I love that example. Learning English is definitely like riding a bicycle. Sometimes you lose your balance, but you just keep going. So, let us start with the very basics. We will start with the words a and an. These 2 words mean exactly the same thing. They simply mean one.
That is right. When you say a or an, you are talking about one single thing. For example, you can say, I have a pen. This means I have 1 pen. It is not 2 pens, and it is not 3 pens. It is just 1.
Exactly. And it also means that the specific pen is not important. If I say, I need a pen, I am saying that any pen will help me. I do not need a special blue pen or a special red pen. Any pen in the world is fine.
That is a great explanation, Daniel. So, when do we use the word a? We use a when the next word starts with a consonant sound. Let me explain what a consonant is. Letters like B, C, D, and F are consonants. Most letters in the alphabet are consonants.
That is very clear. Let us give our listeners some easy examples. I drive a car. The word car starts with a C. The letter C makes a consonant sound, so we must use a before it.
Here is another good example. I want to read a book. The word book starts with the letter B. B is definitely a consonant, so we say a book. It sounds very smooth and natural when you say it out loud.
I completely agree with you. Let us think of a few more examples for our friends listening. A dog, a house, a tree, a computer. Notice how the word a just flows easily into the next word.
Yes, it does. But now we have a question. What happens if the next word does not start with a consonant? What if it starts with a vowel? The vowels in English are A, E, I, O, and U. This is where the word an comes in.
Ah, yes, the famous word an. We use an when the next word starts with a vowel sound. We do this because it makes speaking much easier. If we put a before a vowel, it sounds very strange. Try saying a apple. It forces you to stop your breath.
You are right. That feels very uncomfortable to say. A apple. It is like a small hiccup in your throat. So, to make the language flow like music, we add the letter N. We say, an apple. It is much smoother and much faster.
It really is like music. Let us give some more examples with an. I eat an egg for breakfast. The word egg starts with E, which is a vowel. So we say an egg. I saw an elephant at the zoo. Elephant starts with E, so we say an elephant.
Those are wonderful examples. How about this one? It is raining, so I need an umbrella. Umbrella starts with the letter U. U makes a vowel sound here, so we use an umbrella. It is truly all about the sound of the word.
You made a very important point there, Emma. You said it is all about the sound. Sometimes English can trick you. The rule is based on the sound of the word, not just the spelling. Let me explain.
Please do, Daniel. I know exactly what you are going to talk about. There are a few words that confuse many beginners. We are here to support you and make it easy.
Let us look at the word hour. When we talk about time, we use the word hour. It is spelled with the letter H, which is a consonant. But we do not say the H. It is completely silent.
That is true. We pronounce it like hour. It starts with an O sound. Because the sound is a vowel, we must say an hour. We never say a hour. It just sounds wrong to our ears.
English is definitely funny, but these small rules make the language beautiful. Let us talk about our third word today. The word is the. A and an mean any one thing, but the means a specific thing.
That is the perfect way to explain it. When you use the word the, both you and the listener know exactly which thing you are talking about. It is not just anything anymore. It is a special, specific thing. Let us use a story to explain this.
I love stories. Let me start. Let us imagine you go to a bakery. You tell the baker, "I would like a cake." When you say a cake, it means any cake in the shop. You do not care which one. You just want cake.
I always want cake. But imagine there is a beautiful chocolate cake in the window. You point your finger right at it. You say to the baker, "I would like the chocolate cake." Now, you are talking about one specific cake.
Exactly. You used the word the because the baker knows exactly which cake you want. You are pointing at it. Let us give another great example. Imagine we are talking about cars.
Okay, let us talk about cars. If I say, "I bought a car yesterday," you do not know which car I bought. It could be old or new. It is just a car.
Yes, and once I see it, you can say, "The car is very fast." Now we both know which car we are talking about. So, we switch from a to the. This is a very common pattern in English.
That pattern is so helpful for beginners to learn. You introduce something new with a or an. Then, when you talk about it again, you use the. Let me give a complete sentence. I saw a dog. The dog was very friendly.
That is a perfect sentence. First, it is a dog, because it is new information. Then, it becomes the dog, because we already know about it. Our listeners are doing so well. Just listen to these sentences and let them soak into your mind.
We are very proud of you for learning with us. Let us look at another reason to use the word the. We use the when there is only one of something in the whole world. Because there is only one, everyone knows what you mean.
That is a very important rule. Think about the sky above us. There is only one sky. So, we always say the sky. We say, "The sky is blue today." It is very simple once you know the rule.
Yes, it is. We also do this for the sun and the moon. There is only one sun, so we say, "The sun is shining brightly." It warms my heart to see the sun. Now, let us talk about the zero article.
The zero article. It does sound like a movie. but it is very real in English grammar. Sometimes, we talk about things in a general way. When we talk about plural nouns generally, we do not use an article. Let me give an example.
Please do. Plural nouns are words that mean more than one thing, like cats, dogs, or apples. So, if I want to talk about all cats in the world, what do I say? I just say, I love cats. I do not say, I love the cats.
That is absolutely correct. If you say, I love the cats, it sounds like you are talking about specific cats in your house. But if you mean all cats everywhere, you use no article. You simply say, cats are wonderful animals. It is very clean and simple.
Let us talk about names of people and places. This is another situation where we use the zero article. For example, my name is Emma. I do not say, I am the Emma.
That would sound very funny. Yes, we never put articles in front of people's names. I am Daniel, not a Daniel. We also do not use articles for most cities and countries.
Exactly. For example, we say, London is a beautiful city. We do not say, the London. Names of cities are perfectly fine by themselves. It saves you from worrying about extra words.
The same is true for most countries. We say France, Italy, Brazil, and Japan. There are exceptions like the United States, but for most countries, you just say the name without any article.
You have given our listeners such great information today, Daniel. I think it is time for a short, friendly recap of everything we learned. A recap helps the brain remember all the good things we talked about.
I completely agree. Let us review. First, we have the words a and an. They both mean one thing. We use a before consonant sounds. For example, a dog, a car, a book. We use an before vowel sounds. For example, an apple, an egg, an idea.
Perfect. Then we have the word the. The is used for specific things. You use it when the listener knows exactly what you are talking about. For example, the chocolate cake in the window. Or things that are unique, like the sun and the moon.
And finally, we talked about using no article at all. We use no article when we speak about plural things in general, like saying, I love cats. We also use no article for names of people, cities, and most countries, like Emma, London, and Japan.
You summarized that beautifully. We hope this lesson helped you understand a, an, and the a little bit better. English can seem big and confusing sometimes, but you are doing a wonderful job. Every single step you take is progress.
Yes, you really are doing great. The most important thing is to practice a little bit every day. Do not worry about making mistakes. Mistakes are just proof that you are trying and learning. Listen to podcasts, read simple books, and speak whenever you can.
We are always here to help you on your English journey. If you enjoyed this conversation, please consider subscribing to Learn English Hub. Give this video a like and leave a comment below. We love reading your comments and answering your questions.
Please do. Tell us in the comments, what is a topic you want us to talk about next? Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Keep smiling, keep practicing, and we will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful and happy day. Keep listening to English, and your confidence will grow very fast. We believe in you. See you soon.